Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're doing Christmas Eve. Well, it is. Well, but when you watch this, it will be Christmas Eve. Oh, this is a great scent, man. I forgot I had this one. It's been languishing in the side. Should have used this one a lot more often, but Christmas Eve, it smells just. If I remember to put the stuff up, but basically, I'm smelling like evergreen fir, smells like clove, a little bit of nutmeg in there. And it's like a whole cornucopia of scents is just like bang, brings back lots of memory. So Christmas Eve from Stirling. There we go. And then we're going to be using the Rockwell 6S with Gillette 7 o'clocks yellows. Kind of a cornucopia of colors today. We got red, we got green, a little bit of everything. And then we're going to follow with some Old Spice. Yeah, going to follow with the tree scents, the stuff that I always smell when I'm remembering Christmas. Like, fir, trees, the whole shebang. It's like, man, it smells good. Mostly because it's like fir in the front side, evergreen, bam. It's like smelling the Christmas tree. You ever, like when you first bring a fresh Christmas tree that's freshly cut, not one that's been cut by a tree farm and maybe set a month before you got to it. But you just go out and get it yourself, Yeah. Some of you may not have ever had that opportunity growing up in a city or a country where you don't have that opportunity, but I'll tell you about it. Man, it smells good. So, it's hard to believe. It's like tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'm doing this video Friday before, but that's like, you do it when you got the opportunity. Before everything gets really busy. Because Christmas Eve's usually a busy day around here too. Yeah. So, how many of you have tried this one? Is it, I don't know, I haven't looked. To be honest with you, I gotta look and see if they have it in the lineup this year. It'd be really nice if they had a splash I could get a hold of. Alright, using the 3-plate with the Rockwell here. Thank you, Sig. Thank you every time. He's the one that gave me the razor. It's really nice. I love the heft of this thing. It's really nice and heavy. Does a great job. The 3-plate seems to be the sweet spot for me. Heat kicked on. Yeah, it's cold. We've had our opportunities for a white Christmas, sadly. We had a wet Christmas coming up. But it's rained a lot. We're just on the south side of the front that's always been going through. And it's all like the northern part of the state gets snow, the southern part of the state gets rain. Yeah, you may not think about it, but Iowa's pretty big state. It takes about 5 hours to drive north to south. A little over, I think, 6 hours to drive across east to west. Visit my parents. So I live in the center of the state, basically, and it takes 4 hours to go see my parents who live in this state. Gives you an idea. It takes a while to drive around. But get back to the old Christmas. Yeah, like over the course of the year, like my older brother and I, we were usually tasked with the job of, not that it bothered us being tasked with this job, but my older brother and I would go out and scout trees that would be the Christmas tree. And we'd like, okay, this is a good one, or this is a good one. And we'd pick the one that we wanted the best. Kind of, once we figured out the one we wanted, we would scout and clean up the area around it and say, all right, this is the one. Make sure it's nice and even on all sides. And then December would roll around after Thanksgiving, and Mom usually would say, all right, I cleared out a spot. It's time to put the tree up. Go get the tree. And there was several ways we'd go get it, depending on how much snow there was, or if my dad was going to be involved or not. Then a few times, it's like we'd be out cutting, if we wanted to cut some firewood, because we had wood heat in the house, and take the team of horses back and with the sled and cut trees. Usually try oak and ash would be the preferred trees that my dad always wanted to cut. And then when we're done, we go over and take the chainsaw and cut the tree down. Throw it up on top of the logs that we'd taken back to the house for processing. Processing was AKA cut them into manageable pieces and start splitting wood. And typically my brother and I would be the ones that would split the wood once we got old enough. And that was one method. Another method was my brother and I would go out and take our toboggan with us, our little toboggan sled, with a bow saw, and find it. Go get the tree, cut it down, throw it up on the sled, and we would drag it home. That was one method. And always never failed at. The third method was we had the sled that went on the snowmobile, and take the snowmobile and cut the tree down, throw it in the sled in the back, and then ride the snowmobile back to the house. That was my brother and I would do that too. Then we'd play on the snowmobile, like around and around. So those are the three ways we get it back to the house. Then my dad made a little stand for it that we'd use. We had a big old bucket about yay big that it was basically a watering bucket, a galvanized bucket that we had, and my dad made a cross stand, and we'd bring the tree into the house, measure it exactly. Okay, we'd need to take maybe 6 inches off the bottom, or 12 inches, just to make it fit perfectly with the angel on top. And like cut it to size, turn the thing, take the thing, and we had 2 big giant nails that would go into the bottom of the Christmas tree. And it's pretty smooth now. Fishing razor. And up the tree would go. And man, the house. And then you'd fill the bucket up with some water, and so the tree stay hydrated. It would suck that up and without drying out too quickly. And the tree would stay up until day after New Year's. So usually sometime about second, I think it was the first or second weekend of December, the tree would go up. And stay up until day after New Year's. So that entire time, the house would smell like evergreen. Which I'm smelling now. Brings back a lot of memories. And then you put the little thing around the base, you know, the little wrap around, and there you go. And pull the tree out a bit, and we decorate it, and put all the stuff up, and yeah, we had these, I don't know if you ever seen bubble lights. They were popular in the 50s and 60s, 70s. I think even in the 80s you could get them. They look like little candles, and when they heat up, they would bubble. And then the light coming off of them would twinkle, basically. Kind of a cool little thing that they did. And I have some of them, but we had ornaments from that belonged to like our great grandparents that were from, you know, around the turn of the previous century, 1900s, early 1900s. It's like my grandparents had them that they got from their parents, put on trees, and got passed down. First use of these Gillette 7 o'clocks are working good. And put the old garland around. It's like the silver garland. That's kind of like tinsel style. Put those around. And we put some tinsel up and on the tree. So it was like a glittering. Pretty cool. And typically my grandparents would come visit. They would show up for up around New Year's Eve and spend the night, and for Christmas Day, and there was a turkey in. Yeah. They'd have the whole house smelling great for Christmas Day. And the day before, Mom would always make a big giant bowl of fresh cranberry sauce with real cranberries. Personally, the only way you can eat turkey, in my opinion, is with smothered in cranberry sauce. And it's just the way it is. Not a big turkey fan, but so you'd smell that being cooked up today. It's like all the scents coming to life here. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to watch typically it's like New Year's Eve night. Show a Christmas story where like all I want for Christmas is a Red Ryder BB gun. It's a classic. I watched that in the theater way back in the day, in the 80s. Yeah, I usually watch it Christmas Eve. All right, I think we're done. Yeah, smooth. Say, that's Gillette 7 o'clocks yellows, and this razor at setting 3. That is super smooth. I'm not feeling anything. I just took it right off. And it doesn't feel aggressive at all. That's the nice thing for me. I'm all made a mess of myself. But hey, it's shaving. It's a sloppy job. A little bit Old Spice. Fir with cedar. Oh. Ooh, I can smell orange. No, yeah, like just a teeny bit of tingling right there. Yeah, definitely. It's like orange right in the face. It's like the cedar and the fir are kind of counterbalancing each other, and all the other scents that were in the soap. And now I'm smelling orange. It's like, love orange scents too. Wow, that was a great scent. Bring back lots of memories. All right, so that was Stirling's Christmas Eve. Excellent soap. As if you haven't picked this up yet, if it is available, I have to take a look. It is a wonderful scent. Maybe you can use it again sometime. Maybe in July, Christmas in July. Think about that one. My wife watches all those Hallmark Channel movies, Christmas in July. So there, eggnog in July. It happens. All right, so that was the first use of the 7 o'clock yellows with the Rockwell 6S razor. Thanks, Sig. Excellent shave. Made a nice day of it. Yeah, lots of good memories. So that's the shave of the day, everybody. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you're going to have a great Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.